Spectrum News is following a developing story about the controversy over possible cancer-causing chemicals in the Cape Fear River. Right now, state and local leaders are meeting with representatives from Chemours about the GenX chemical. Chemours of Fayetteville may be discharging the chemical into the Cape Fear River, which supplies drinking water for several counties in the southeast. Spectrum News reporter Brandon Shope is outside of the meeting and joins us now with the latest. Brandon.
Hey, thanks so much. We're here in front of the New Hanover County Government Complex, where city, state, and county officials are actually meeting right now with the Chemours Company. It's all because of the toxin, GenX. Officials say the Chemours Company has been dumping the unregulated chemical into the Cape Fear River, and that's problematic for drinking water because it can't be filtered out by the Sweeney treatment plant. The meeting is not open to the public. However, one representative from the media has been allowed in. We'll get updates once the meeting is over, and then we'll also obviously be covering the press conference for you this afternoon at about 1:30. For now, reporting in New Hanover County, I'm Brandon Shope for Spectrum News. Yeah, thanks so much. We're here at the New Hanover County Government Complex, where, as you can see here behind me, there's protesters, and it's all due to GenX. Now, that's the toxin that was found in the Cape Fear River. And I'm here with one protester right now. Now, ma'am, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Robin Riggs.
Yes, ma'am, Robin. Just tell me a little bit about why you're here today.
I'm here because I want the people in this meeting to see the actual people that their decisions are affecting.
Yes, and so obviously, a big concern for a lot of residents has just been, the clean drinking water. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So we are now all aware that we have a very potentially dangerous chemical in large quantities in our drinking water. And I think it's a basic human right to have clean drinking water. It can have major health effects on us, especially those of us who are drinking large amount of water every day like we're supposed to help filter out our body. We really need to be a part of the decision because our health is in their hands.
Yes, ma'am. And so now, as someone who has lived, obviously in the Wilmington area as a resident for many years, tell me a little bit more about, what was going through your mind when you heard GenX was in the water?
I was actually, I was very shocked. It's the wrong mentality, but I almost feel like something like that can't happen in an area like this, such a big, thriving area.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, we'll continue our coverage of GenX all throughout the day. For now, reporting in New Hanover County, I'm Brandon Shope for Spectrum News.
Spectrum News continues to follow a developing story about the controversy over possible cancer-causing chemicals in the Cape Fear River. State and local leaders met today with representatives from Chemours about the GenX chemical. Chemours from Fayetteville may discharge that chemical into the Cape Fear River, which supplies drinking water for several southeastern counties. Spectrum News reporter Brandon Shope joins us with more about the meeting. Brandon.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's been a very busy day here at the New Hanover County Government Complex, and that's because, of course, the big topic on everyone's mind is GenX, and now that's the chemical that has been dumped into the Cape Fear River by the Chemours Company. They met with state and local officials, of course, today, and we were at the press conference and actually carried it live. And here's some of the big takeaways from this press conference. Chemours thinks GenX that was found in the river is a byproduct of a separate manufacturing process that's unregulated, not GenX. And NCDEQ says they believe that this is a low risk, but still they need more data to make really good decisions about what to do next. Now, also at the meeting today, of course, the mayor had some strong words, and here's a little bit of what he had to say.
We're asking for a 100% elimination of GenX from the Cape Fear River. The company has indicated that they are going to try everything in their power to do that. In the meantime, I would ask the state, DEQ, the EPA, to suspend that operation until we have some evidence from the company that says that.
And once again, local officials asking for a 100% elimination of the GenX in the water supply. For now, reporting in New Hanover County, I'm Brandon Shope for Spectrum News.
Concern continues to grow over the GenX chemical found in the Cape Fear River. Cape Fear Public Utility Board members met today following a discussion with Chemours officials and local leaders yesterday. The State Department of Environmental Quality discussed the need to continue to reduce or eliminate the discharges of the potential cancer-causing chemical until their investigation is complete. However, the Chemours Company says they've reduced discharge into the river by 80% since 2014. Spectrum News reporter Brandon Shope was at this morning's CFPUA meeting and has the latest. Brandon?
Yeah, thanks so much. We're here at the Cape Fear Public Utility Authority, where this morning they held a special meeting to discuss GenX. Now, GenX is the toxin that has been dumped in the Cape Fear River. This morning, the board passed a resolution that would actually modify the permit of the Chemours Company to require daily sampling and testing of all waste streams leaving the Chemours manufacturing facility. Now, also, in addition to that, a lot of local officials on hand this morning, and CFPUA is initiating a review of themselves. They're taking a look at the timeline and their involvement in the issue. They say the responsibility is for complete and total transparency. Jennifer Adams will be conducting this in addition to Robin Smith. Now, Jennifer Adams, they said, is a very good choice for this. Ms. Smith is an attorney and former counsel to NC Diener, which is now, of course, NCDEQ. They say they needed someone who has a legal background and has the environmental background with experience for these types of studies. A motion was passed, and they say that she'll actually be here on Monday. They're hoping to expedite this process. And also part of the resolution, CFPUA is actually asking the Chemours Company to stop dumping GenX into the Cape Fear River. I spoke with several local officials who say this is a step in the right direction. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story throughout the entire day right here on Spectrum News. For now, reporting in Wilmington, I'm Brandon Shope for Spectrum News.
We're 100% over what we normally would get as far as calls.
This is what's happening to a lot of water suppliers in the Wilmington area since word came down that the GenX toxin is in the county water supply.
We got an order last night for 9 racks of water. Normally they order a couple at a time, but they want 9 40-bottle racks delivered.
That's a common theme for others who deliver drinking water.
And Monday we were slammed, so things are going out the door as fast as we can put things together.
And at grocery stores, customers are buying water almost as fast as employees can restock them.
Usually during the summer our water sales are pretty steady, but we've definitely seen an increase in water sales after this. They've probably doubled in sales since then. We've sold out of almost all of our empty water jugs with more on the way.
Customers aren't just buying water, they're also looking into home reverse osmosis systems, a process that can actually remove GenX from tap water.
It's hooked up to your drain. So as the water is flowing through the membrane, it is doing so at a very, very, very slow rate. It's permeating through the membrane. It can remove substances as small as an atom.
In Wilmington, Brandon Shope, Spectrum News. Many Wilmington residents say they're concerned to drink tap water.
We deserve to know what's in our water and to have access to clean water. That's just a basic human right.
The toxin GenX was found in the Cape Fear River, and now community and state leaders are trying to figure out what to do next.
Water is the first priority of our civilization, followed by food and shelter. And any and all information related to its purity and its quality, whether it's good or bad, should be in the public domain as soon as it is known.
In a recent meeting, leaders say they want the Chemours Company to reduce or eliminate the discharge of GenX until an investigation is completed.
I would ask the state, the DEQ, the EPA to suspend that operation until we have some evidence from the company that says that.
But Chemours plans to continue to discharge GenX and says they're permitted to do so. They believe what was found in the river is a byproduct of a separate manufacturing process, not GenX. NCDEQ says this is a low-risk situation, but more testing is still needed.
We've developed a sampling plan that will include water testing.
New Hanover County Commissioner Woody White says while there are still unanswered questions, he'll continue to drink the water.
I think as we balance what we know now, I'm drinking the water, my family's drinking the water. I think it's safe.
But protesters say they'll stick with bottled water.
Why would you release something that you're not even sure of how it would react in a person's body, and paying for it, no less? You're paying for poison.
For now, reporting in New Hanover County, I'm Brandon Shope for Spectrum News.
I would like to know how this progressed through the chain of commands.
That is Mike Brown's biggest question at this time. He's chairman of the board at Cape Fear Public Utility Authority. Reports by NC State researchers indicate that in 2016, small levels of the toxin GenX were discovered in the Cape Fear River. However, the community is just now finding out. The board is now asking for a review of their handling of the information from the report.
We want to feed that out to the public so they'll know that we did everything we could do. But somebody dropped the ball on this.
The board is moving forward with a resolution asking the Chemours Company to stop dumping GenX into the river.
We believe that EPA and NCDEQ have tools in their toolbox and have the authority to compel Chemours to stop discharging into the Cape Fear River.
Officials are also asking for daily sampling and testing of all waste streams leaving Chemours.
We're not going to count on them to stop. We're seeking it ourselves. It's obvious that over 300,000 people, 400,000 people in southeastern North Carolina aren't happy right now.
There are talks of raising water bill prices, but some New Hanover County officials say that's a bad idea right now.
We owe it to our ratepayers not to smack them in the face with increasing the cost on water that we cannot definitively say, yes, it's okay.
With it being a low-risk situation, many say they'll continue to drink the water.
Not only did Valerie and I drink it, our son Brian and Ruby and Marcy are drinking it.
In Wilmington, Brandon Shope, Spectrum News.